Amy doesn't understand why her mum and dad yell a lot and throw things at each other. Amy has learnt to hide under the bed when this happens. Amy is 3 years old. Amy's dad grew up in foster homes and he left school at 14. He likes to drink. A lot. Amy's mum suffers from depression and she often forgets to take her medication. Amy has never held a book, been taken to the park or played peekaboo. Amy can't use a fork, hasn't learnt to wash her hands or even been tucked into bed. Amy has never made someone's face light up or been adored. When she starts school, she will be behind in fine and gross motor skills, speech, coordination and social skills. The odds of finishing school are stacked against her. Amy will soon notice she's different and she will feel stupid and unworthy. Eventually, she'll stop trying to fit in. Good Beginnings is a national charity catching children like Amy and her parents before they fall through the cracks.
Well, the heart of Good Beginnings for me are those two very words of good beginnings. And if you can have a good beginning, what that enables you to do is to have a better life. And so we're actually really helping the future generation of Australia have exactly that.
There's no bad idea.
This is Paul Gordon. He will be taking action to mobilise corporate Australia into helping solve community issues. Together, they're going to reach out to their networks and Good Beginnings early intervention programs are proven to be effective, yet the government can't help them. There simply isn't enough funding to go around.
By the age of 18, 1 in 10 children in Australia will have suffered child abuse and neglect. That's not good enough. So we have trained staff who are actually able to work with those families and help identify where those cases are.
They themselves aren't disadvantaged because that's not the way they feel. So to say that their disadvantage is, is accurate, but not accurate enough to where if you work with them, you'd understand that these families are quite energetic and they're quite willing to have their children develop in ways that if they had the resources and they had people buying into them, that they wouldn't be disadvantaged. They'd actually be quite willing to accept help.
Well, they find out about this play group and they come and they enjoy meeting other parents and also getting information.
Do you find the resources here with the staff, like do you ask questions?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, they're great. Yeah, they helped me when we were toilet training only, so that was really good.
They give you directions to go for other things that might help your family as well, not just for the little ones but the older ones as well.
There is an element of helping parents with skills, and goodness me, children do not come with a guidebook. It is something that you have to learn, and if you haven't yourself had a good experience as a child, you don't know what to pass on.
Good Beginnings has centres running their programs nationally, but with an IT system that is constantly failing them, it's a daily struggle just to communicate within the organisation.
We really want our staff to be able to share ideas, and whether they're in Katherine or Livy's place in Macarthur or whether they're in Hobart or Townsville, they've all got great ideas that they might be able to share with each other. So collaboration tools, infrastructure, all of those things that help staff share files, ideas, pictures, stories that can help them build programs that'll help with early learning. That's what we're looking to do.
Good Beginnings program Learn to Grow is designed to ensure that children start school with the language and literacy skills that mean they are ready to learn. A child from a vulnerable background may otherwise have up to half the vocabulary of their peers.
We know Learn to Grow works because it's been evaluated as part of the pilot that was done in Victoria. And we see a huge opportunity for children to develop those learning skills and the preparing for school skills that become really essential before they get to the school environment.
When a child turns up to school and they are not able to even hold a pencil in their hand, it puts them behind in their education, and if you are behind at that point, you sometimes don't even catch up.
With all of the issues on the table, Paul and the team strip away the layers to get to the heart of what solutions may look like for Good Beginnings.
Every idea is a good idea, so let's go. What do you reckon? Quick. Toys.
We need money, so do ways to come up with money.
So one way is to get the funders to pay pre-tax.
Workplace giving. Yeah.
Workplace giving. proposal writing to get on their foundation?
Yeah. You know, MLC will know certain people on a foundation.
Well, who are the clients of the guys at the 28?
We need a celebrity.
A celebrity? What about Sarah Bear?
Bang! Straight to the top.
What?
All PR, like all an event. You know, everything to get the brand out there.
Now, events are big fat things.
Let's talk about what we're trying to achieve, which is Libby's Place to survive.
Well, we've got a situation with Libby's Place. We've only got funding until January 2012. If we could actually expand the amount of people that we know about from the beginning, that would help us.
You've heard the story, you've seen the people. Now it's time for you to take over. It's time.
Hey, we've met the cause. Now we're going to go and meet those suits and we're going to get shit done.
NAB is one of Australia's top 5 banks, whose mantra is more give, less take. MLC, the Wealth Management Division, are committed to helping others build and sustain their future. Will they rise to the challenge? They have 3 precious hours to get shit done.
For MLC, I'd like to see that these guys actually enjoy using lateral thought and they're making a difference for people who need them. Every time you get shit done, you fill out one of these forms, which is called the currency of success.
Once in situ, Paul and the team give MLC more information so they're armed with knowledge. After brainstorming, Paul shows our team how to begin.
I don't know this person, but I'm going to ring them and put it on loudspeaker just so you get a sense of how we might want to position this thing. We've got a community day today and we're helping Good Beginnings out. And they've got, they're a parenting program around Australia. We were wondering what you think about giving us a bit of a hand.
Up to a value of $500 sound reasonable?
Well, that sounds great. Thank you very much, Abby.
Our MLC team have seen how it's done, and now the floor is theirs. It's time for them to use their networks, phone a friend, and get busy.
I'm actually working on a program called Get Shit Done for a community project that actually happens to have some facilities in need of help.
And it doesn't take long before the team starts to see some amazing results.
I spoke to Alicia, my ex-partner, over in Perth, and he thinks that that's something she'd be really interested in doing, so I've given his contacts over to the guys.
I emailed Sterling Mortlock, who works with us down in Melbourne, and asked him for some auction items and also to see if there's a way of us linking the Melbourne Rebels to the charity.
We've called the business events team. We've managed to get Good Beginnings supported at the MLC Christmas party.
There's a website here called Charity Computers and they donate to people and to not-for-profit organisations.
Great! I was on the board for Friday Club and I'm quite sure that if we need to get some equipment or funding for sick children within Good Beginnings, just let me know.
Hopefully Michelle Timms will come on board as an ambassador for GBA. She's an all-star basketballer and also we're looking to hold a function for the Financial Planning Association in Hobart.
Yeah, I've had the best day. I've gotten so much shit done. I've gotten a blow dry from the blow dry bar. I've got 2 premium bottles of wine from Drink Better Wine, and I've also got a 12-month gym membership to Jet's Gym, which is just up the road from our building in North Sydney.
I'm feeling really good because I'm getting to contribute something and there's a bit of momentum behind what we're doing and people are starting to get better and better ideas. But I'm also really feeling really good because the team's actually quite engaged. One of the things I was concerned about when we first started thinking about this was would they really get into it, would they have some great ideas, and they've had and done more. I haven't done enough. So it's kind of one of these things where I'm quite competitive, and I think most of the people in this business are quite competitive. We're in business development, so we're all trying to outdo each other, but my phone calls aren't being returned as yet. People are probably too busy, so I'm texting them to say, can you actually call me back?
I think you've done an amazing job today. I've seen some of those pledges and stuff like that, and you've gone beyond what I actually thought we could ever do. So I reckon you should give yourselves a big round of applause.
Their time is up and the day draws to a close, but the work doesn't finish there. Anna actions the team to ensure that all the great deeds begun get finished in the race to save Libby's Place and keep Good Beginnings on their feet.
We've got amazing things done, infrastructure, big stuff, you know, celebrities coming out of our ears, and people really growing. I could see people growing over the day. So it was a great day.
The MLC event was so amazing and they got so much shit done. Thank you.
MLC, you should be proud of yourselves because you definitely got shit done.